In the small town of Riverdale lived a 16-year-old boy named Arun. He was quiet, shy, and often unsure of himself. Arun was not bad at anything, but he was not great at anything either. He looked at other people and thought, "They are smarter than me. They are stronger than me. They are more confident than me." And every time he thought that, he felt a little smaller inside. He always wondered, how do people become the best version of themselves? One evening, while walking home from school, he stopped at the old wooden bridge near the river. An old man sat there peacefully, smiling softly at the flowing water. Arun sat beside him. After a long silence, the old man asked gently, "You look troubled, son. What is in your heart?" Arun told him everything. His fears, his doubts, his insecurities, and his feeling of not being enough. The old man listened quietly, then said, "You don't need to be better than others. You need to be better than you were yesterday." Arun looked confused. The old man pointed to the river and said, "See how the river moves? It doesn't try to compete with the mountains or the sky. It just flows a little further every day. And that is enough. If you grow even one small step each day, you will become your best self." Arun didn't fully understand, but the words touched his heart. The next morning he decided to take one small step. Day 1, he made his bed. Day 2, he cleaned his study table. Day 3, he read for 10 minutes. Day 4, he practiced speaking for class. Day 5, he went for a short walk. They were small things, but they made him feel proud. For the first time, he felt he could change. Weeks passed, and Arun slowly added more steps. He studied a little more. He said no to negative thoughts. He practiced gratitude every night. He helped his mother at home. He wrote his goals in a notebook. He tried to smile more at school. Slowly, he realized something beautiful. Small steps create big changes. He stopped comparing himself with others and started comparing himself with who he used to be. But life is never a straight line. One day he received his test results, and he failed in math. His heart broke. That evening, he went back to the old bridge. The old man was there again. Arun sat beside him with tears in his eyes and said, "I tried so hard, but I still failed." The old man nodded and said, "Do you know how a seed becomes a tree?" Arun shook his head. "It breaks first. Failure doesn't mean you are weak. Failure means you are growing." He handed Arun a small seed and said, "Plant this. Take care of it every day. Let it remind you that all growth takes time." Arun planted the seed and continued his journey. Months passed. He practiced math daily. He asked questions in class. He reduced his screen time. He avoided negative friends. He ate healthier, slept better, read motivational books, and learned to breathe deeply. Every day he watered the seed. It grew into a plant, then a bigger one. As the plant grew, Arun grew too, in discipline, confidence, and purpose. People at school noticed the change. He was no longer the shy boy. He walked with more confidence. He spoke clearly. He smiled more. He was becoming the best version of himself, step by step. One evening, almost a year later, Arun returned to the bridge. But the old man wasn't there. Instead, on the wooden bench, he found a small note. It said, "My dear boy, you do not need me anymore. You have found your own strength. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself, and grow a little every day. That is how you become the best version of yourself." Arun smiled as he looked at the river, still flowing, still moving forward, just like him. He whispered, "I will keep growing, not to be perfect, not to be better than others, but to be better than the person I was yesterday." And he walked home, not as the old Arun, but as a new version of himself, still growing, still improving, still becoming. The best version of yourself is not a destination. It is a journey of small steps, daily habits, and inner growth. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be better than you were yesterday.